Many traders do not lose trades because of bad entries, bad trading conditions, or even bad setups. They simply just lose their trades because they trade without a plan. Every single day when you come into the market, when you open your chart, you always find different setup. But what is rare is good decision making in the market. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through my 5 different checklists before I take any trade. So without wasting time, let's jump right into it. So for me, on a daily basis, whenever I want to trade, the first thing I look for on every pair that I want to trade is the trend. I usually go to the daily time frame to spot the trend. If you look at this pair now, we have a bullish trend. You can see price pushing up, creating a series of what we call higher highs and higher lows. You can see it here. For example, we have a high here, we have a low, we have a higher low, higher high rather, we have a higher low, we have a higher high, and then we have another higher low. And you can see price is still moving between this higher high and this higher low, and since it has not broken below it, we still have our uptrend going on. I might as well move down to the 4 hours time frame to check and see what is still going on the 4 hours time frame. See, I always trade with the trend. For no reason would you find me trading against the trend, right? I would never trade against the trend. Now basically, after determining the trend of my trade, or the direction of the pair that I am trading on the higher time frame, the next thing I want to do is to look for key levels and areas where I would want to be taking my trades from. So for this, I'll just go to the 1 hour time frame, and on the 1 hour time frame, I'll just mark support and resistance areas where I expect price to react from. For example, we have a support area down here, and then we also have a resistance area here at the top. Now for a while, you can see that price has been bearish, right? You can see price has been bearish for a while until we have this market structure shift that has now reacted and make price to become bullish. So for me, now I will look for areas where price has reacted in the past. See, for here you see we have a market structure shift here at this area, but price has already come back into this zone. Price has already come back into this zone and has already bought up to the top. So I'll now be looking for areas where price has not yet mitigated. Now, for example, if you look here, we have a break of structure here too, and price has not already come back to retest it. So here now I already have my break of structure. I just look for my area of liquidity, somewhere where price has pulled back a little bit before. Now look here, I have a pullback which indicates that liquidity is here in this market. So I'll just mark it up, and then I'll be looking at my key level where I want to take my trade. In this case, the key level I'll be looking at is this breaker block, right? This breaker block area. I might just mark it off, and now this is where I'll be looking to take my trade from, right? I have a breaker block here, I have a breaker block here, and also I have an order block here, right here. I have another block right here. So I'll be using the one that is closest to liquidity as my area of entry, which is this one. So what I want to do is to wait for price to come in here and react before I take the trade. The third thing I would like to check is also my session. Now the session and the time I am trading. And for people like me, or traders like me that live in Nigeria, yeah, the time is currently 1:24 a.m. and you know that this is Asian session. So I like to check what time I am trading according to the pair. For example, this is XAUSD. I would not want to be trading XAUSD during the London session. I prefer to trade it during maybe New York and sometimes Asian session. But this is Asian session. It is suitable for pairs like the USJPY, AUD, USD, etc. So I would always check for session and time. And also I always like to move to my forex factory and check for any fundamental event that is available, any fundamental events that is available that day that would might tend to react on the pairs that I am trading. It is very important to me. So one of the things I check is the fundamental events, my forex book calendar. I make sure that I see whatever events that we have, the high impact news that we have. So today, Thursday, February 19th, we'll be having unemployment claims, which is coming out by 2:30 p.m. West African time. So this is the third thing I check. And then the fourth thing I check is my risks. I like to define my risks, right? I like to define my risks before I take any trade. For example, now I am waiting for
price to come into this breaker block before I take any trade. So I would make sure my risk is well defined. I like to target 1:3 or 1:5 at most. So for example, if since I am taking my trade from this breaker block, my trade will be at the body of the breaker block, and then my stop loss, I'll just cover it a little like this. So this is 120 pips stop loss, and then my target is going to be 500 pips. So this is going to be my target, right? This is going to be my target. So I'll simply just wait for price to come and react here, and my target is simply going to be 1:5. Whatever amount I am risking, I am going to be targeting times 5 of it on this particular trade. So this is how I take my risks. And then for my entry confirmation, right, I want to see price react into this environment like the way it is coming down now. I want to see price come in here, then maybe create a new structure for me, something like this, before, and then I'll take my trade, right? That's just simply what I want to see. I want to see price react here, show me that it is no longer going to keep coming down, it's just going to change and start going up before I take anything. Less than that, I am not going to be taking any trade on this particular pair. So
These basically are my 5 pre-trade checklists. I do not stack indicators, I do not stack strategies, just basic market structure, liquidity, and my point of interest, right? This is just my simple checklist. If you find this video helpful, please ensure to subscribe to the channel, like, turn on notifications so you can be notified anytime we have a new video coming up. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.